Hey there team, and welcome to episode 21 of the Avelorn narrative campaign. So we've been at this for a little while now, and I have really enjoyed it. But there's a new update coming out right now. I suspect that by the time this episode's out, it's probably already been released. But it is a key to try and have this wrapped up by. So I've got about 10 days until that, so that means I'm going to be probably making at most 10 more episodes. I think I should be done by 10 episodes, but as I say, my original plan was to try and go off and reclaim Avelorn and so on. But if I beat Chaos back, or if the world beats Chaos back, and then we kind of feel that we are... Oh, fantastic. Yeah, let's grab favourable wins. Yeah, great. Oh, that'd be awesome. Nice. So yeah, if the world beats Chaos back, then that kind of means that we will, and I don't feel, and I feel like I'm sort of getting above that 10 episodes mark, I will probably call it. But anyway, we'll make that decision later on. We were here last time, and I think we were going to just start off by trying to smash this, but let's just have a quick scan of the world first. Zooming up here. Yes, the Chaos Invasion has kind of met... It might have met its match here with these forces. And if it hasn't, then it's also got the Defenders of Volksgrad too. There might be a southern force here pushing, which I suspect there probably is. And of course then there is this northern push too, which has beaten back Luon. And I see, yeah, no, Luon was sort of standing in their way here, but it looks like he's been beaten back. So we'll see how much ground they can really take. But either way, I think we will probably just jump into that battle right away. Yep, lots of chaos pushes here, there, and everywhere. Eshin, yeah, okay, that's 2 Eshin fleets coming over. That's very weird. Who are Eshin at war with right now? They're at war with, yeah, just all the Chaos forces. They're allied. That's so strange to see. You know, Clan Eshin allied with the dwarves and with a trade alliance with Khemri. Okay, cool. Interesting. Fair enough. But yeah, hopefully they aren't coming off to attack me. I'm not going to make a trade agreement with the rats. That's not really something that I'm willing to do. Let's maybe have... yeah, Joseph Frillius, I wasn't too sure what to give her for her last upgrade. Werna, though, is a bit easier. She will just continue to be a badass. Leadership is good just to make sure that she stays in a fight until the very end, but I think it's probably get her that missile resistance right now. I think, yeah, it's Joseph Frillius. No, hold fire on that. Settlement upgrade. Oxel. We will try to upgrade Oxel. And that's as much stalling as I can do. Let's try this, Alien. Oh wow, we are taking a lot of attrition here. I suspect that's probably just from Chaos. The chances are not too bad against us. Let me have a look here. Great weapons. It's all the chosen that I'm scared about. The standard Chaos Warriors I feel okay about facing, and the trolls and giants not really too much of an issue. The hell cannons, but it really is just the hell cannons and the chosen that I don't like. So we will see how it goes. The initial plan for this battle was to use these forests as a cover against the initial barrage from the hell cannons, while I can get my 3 units of silver helms rushing on forward to silence them. Any shots that are coming over are going to have a trouble arcing through that forest, even if they're only really hitting the edge of it, in order to slam into my lines. Now, this is something that I'm not really used to, is going on the attack. It's been a while since I've actually been the attacking power, and the Chaos forces are not really wanting to lurch at me right now. The spewing swampland here. I was wondering what this was. I didn't zoom in on it mid battle, but that's a cool little effect. Either way, I see that they're kind of dilly-dallying, so I split my silver helms up. Actually, not just yet. No, all of my silver helms are staying together, coming around this way. And a few shots. Okay, there we go. We split them now. Getting a bit lucky there, but their shots going wild. And for a moment, I kind of thought about trying to use up their ammunition, but I try to avoid doing that, because of course, if I was to want to do that, I would just get Alien on a horse and run him back and forth. But that's not really what this campaign's meant to be. So I split them up, have one of them moving around this way, the other two sticking to that side there. But they're still so clumped together that what I decided to do is actually send some infantry forward. So I grabbed my Regiment of Renown. Where are they? One of these men. One of my Regiment of Renown, well, the Regiment of Renown, Lothern Sea Guard. And I have them move on forward through the trees. With the intention of trying to coax them forward, or if not, just land some good strikes on them. Let's get the my big issues here are, of course, the Chaos Sorcerer mounted on that dragon. I really don't want that tearing through my lines. The Chaos Giants, not so much of an issue as long as I can unload a lot of firepower onto them. All is well. The Trolls as well, not so much of an issue. Only 40 armor on those Trolls. So I can shoot them quite nicely. Not quite as well as I can the Giant, but they should still go down quite easy. And even then, all my Lothern Sea Guard are Spearmen. I thought about trying to maybe go for a cheeky charge into those, well, no, definitely not the Halberdiers, but into some sort of target, but not with these trees around. So he casts a Plague of Rust on me, but that's okay, I'm not going to be getting anywhere near him. A few shots coming my way, one of them luckily striking the trees, the other one landing nearby. But still, the main issue with this army are the Chosen and all of the Chaos Warriors, really. I've got a spear line, so these large units are not too much of a concern. Another good smash from those hell cannons, and especially those lightly armoured now because of the cast units. It's a bit of an issue. Well, 70 is definitely not light armour, but still, it's a bit of a nuisance. 100 armor is standard right now because of all of my research. They're advancing forward. As I say, they're just a bit convoluted right now, and as I say, I really regret not having something like a Shadow Warrior. I definitely would love to get some Shadow Warriors into Alien's army, but there's just nowhere nearby that I could recruit those. Just have a guerrilla war going on in Lustria. could be quite a lot of fun. But continuing on around here, these men are just hidden in the forest, or these cavalry are hidden in the forest, just waiting for a good opportunity to either get a good charge into the back of a Chaos Warrior, or preferably deal with those hell cannons. Good to me, the Chaos Dragons are always quite menacing in their appearance. I don't know what my favorite looking dragon is. I think the Forest Dragon has to be the coolest looking of the bunch to me. But yeah, so the Storm Riders are coming on in alongside a standard unit of Lothern Sea Guard. Just sending some shots forward into the halberds. I'm not really going to be doing too much damage to the halberdiers, but it's just to try and mess up their formation, pull them around, kick them into attacking me, really. And they send forward these Chaos Knights. Now, I definitely underestimated these Chaos Knights. I felt we're inside a forest, they're going to be suffering an anti-large penalty in that, and we are spearmen at the end of the day too, so we've got an anti-large bonus. So I really felt it's not going to be pleasant, but we can definitely win that fight with these two units. I was a little bit wrong in that assessment. Chaos Knights are not your standard cavalrymen. They're quite something, but my plan does work, and the sacrifice of these Lothern Sea Guard is not going to go to waste, as the Silver Helms are going to be moving forward to take their chance and slam into the hell cannons. Even though both of them have used up a fair bit of their ammunition already. But this battle in the trees now with the Storm Riders and the standard Lothern Sea Guard is it's a bit combat even at the minute, but it's definitely not going in my favour. If this went on and on and on, perhaps it would, but as it stands, it's a bit messy. Gosh dang, they have a lot of skulls on their backs, don't they? Quite unpleasant. But no, Storm Riders are going to do their best. Of course, they're as Regiment of Renown are, they're max experience, so they're able to do some good damage. But up against an enemy as well armoured as the Chaos Knights. You really want a halberd to be doing the work, not just a spear. We come in for a charge, but and definitely do a lot of damage, especially to one of the Hell Cannons, down to 6 with very little health left. But the swarm of Chaos Warriors comes forward, the Chaos Trolls chasing us back. But it does seem to have triggered the Warriors of Chaos into an attack, as their Chaos Lord, their Chaos Sorcerer, I think, something Fester, I think. But yes, I can't quite remember his name, as he comes forward on his dragon. Now, as I say, I'm hoping that he's just going to lead the way right into the welcoming arms of my bowmen. But spread out as they are, these poor Storm Riders, as I say, being sacrificed along with the Lothern Seaguard, but having quite a short run to the board edge and escaping into the forest should help them. Those cannons firing up again, but just with a unit of Chaos Trolls lurking around, I should be able to get them. So I'm getting my my free unit of Chaos Trolls over here, just to attract the Chaos Trolls' attention, while the two ones over on the, well, our left make a go for the cannons. But yes, the Chaos Sorcerer is emerging from the trees now. Cast a spell. What was that? Plague of Rust. Oh dear, that was a, yeah, it must have been a buffed version. They have 0 armor right now. That is incredible. Definitely not something we want to be facing off against. Definitely not something we'd want to be getting shot at during this time. But no, we are luckily facing up against the Warriors of Chaos, who lack any sort of range, apart from the Hell Cannon, of course. But we unload as much fire as we can onto that Chaos Sorcerer. Actually, not just yet. I have not changed the target. Initially, they're still just opening fire on the Halberdiers. Again, not a bad shot, but I'd really prefer them to be attacking the Sorcerer on that dragon. So, yep, we start to change the focus of the standard archers in the back, but I still just let the Lothern Seaguard attack whatever they wanted. But I saw how little damage that Chaos Sorcerer was taking, and so I changed the focus of just about everybody. Alien is here. Of course, he doesn't have an anti-large bonus, but he's gonna do what he can. So he launches in there alongside his spearmen. But now when it's point blank like this, we can do so much. Zooming on over here, the Hell Cannons are very badly injured, but they're still there, they're still standing. So I come in for a charge here, and once again I kind of underestimate Chosen. I underestimate the resilience of these Chosen, as they just shrug off that charge from my my Silver Helms. But still, this is where the bulk of the fighting really is. We've taken down the dragon and the Lord upon it. So now the focus is on this Chaos Giant who's battling in the trees with the Lothern Seaguard. Maybe we should be able to hold his focus for a while. But apart from that, most of my shooting is really going right into the front, up against these silver shields of the Chaos Warriors. Certainly isn't, you know, a bronze shield, you can kind of get away with that, but we're wasting about 50% of those shots just going straight into the shield like that. But now that the second Chaos Giant has arrived, we can start to focus in on him, as he tries to slam right through my front line, bashes open a few of those poor spearmen, a few more there too, but they will hold, especially receiving as much point-blank fire as they are. I was about to say point-blank friendly fire, but no, that's not the meaning of that. But yeah, keeping the focus off these Chosen with one unit of the Silver Helms, the other is able to zoom on by and, for good, deal with the Hell Cannons. So I start to bring them back on forward after a few more attempts to charge at the Chosen, but don't really go too well. That Chaos Giant, oh no, the Chaos Giant has fallen, but the Chaos Trolls have arrived now. So it really is out of the frying pan into the fire for these poor Lothern Seaguard, but they will hold as the Chaos Trolls have broken from that. But they'll be back. Very easily broken, but they'll usually return. Alien is right in the center of this blob of Chaos Warriors. This is not like a fodder horde that he's caught himself in. This is something quite special. That 80 armor is going to keep him a bit safe, but these halberdiers are going to be mincing through that. You know, they may be good for their anti-large bonus, but they're also good for the armor piercing. And with great weapon forces coming forward soon, it's going to be an issue. So this unit is really low on numbers, so I bring out the centre. Sorry, it was the far right spearmen force. I pull them around, move in to replace them. Shore up that line. Which is going to expose a lot of these Sea Guard, but it's kind of what they want. They don't really want anything in front of them skewering their shots, especially not when they've got halberds charging in. Still got their full numbers, but they're going to be dropping soon as their health is disappearing. These Chaos Knights appearing is not really something I'm too happy about, but out in the open, up against these full units of Lothern Sea Guard, they might not do as well as they did up against the very depleted forces. Those Chaos Trolls, as I mentioned, they're coming on back now. And the centre, the very heavily damaged centre unit of Spears, is getting broken down by some Chosen. Yeah, I've given up with my cavalry now. This one unit tier broken, and so only one remaining, with only 29 of them left. But they're sprinting on down, and I'm going to try my best coming for a rear charge. If I can just sort of shatter some of these forces, or at least just do a massive amount of damage to them, that might be worth it, before they end up breaking through this unit of Spears. And Alien is right in the centre of that wall, and still not managed to work his way through it. And I can do it with busting him out. These halberdiers broken, not going to be an issue for us. Nice, smashing right on in and breaking that unit. And with all of their friends routing around them, this one here might break too, even though it's only lost about 1 or 2 men. 4 actually. These Chaos Knights have jumped in on the side there, but with an elongated engagement, they will fall to the Lothern Sea Guard in melee. The Chosen have broken through now, but shooting them from the front and the back, that heavy armour of I think about 120 is not really going to be enough, not from concentrated elven fire to the back. So Lothern Sea Guard and the archers here, very low on ammunition, those archers now, but they'll try their best to hold their focus. Finally broken this last unit. They did hold out a lot longer than I wanted them to, but it's good to see them shatter. What are we at generally? We are outnumbering them, but we outnumbered them from the start, so that's not really a very comforting thing. Some of these men had returned from routing, so I was hoping a quick charge would send them packing again, but it's only shaken them. I really need them to shatter entirely, but okay, no, good. They didn't really organise themselves. They sort of kept on running away from me, so I tried to come in for another quick charge against this unit here, see if I could break them. It really is just using this small unit of Silver Helms just to provide morale shocks across the formations. We've got a bit of a break, and now it's time to reorganise before the second wave, or hopefully the final wave, arrives. Chaos Knights here, a pretty healthy unit of Chaos Knights emerging. Just got to keep the Silver Helms out of their way. But a very painful charge that's unpleasant, but if I can just swallow them up now, then that's good. And Chaos Trolls again, emerging from the forests. This is a fresh unit of them, alongside some Chosen with great weapons, and Chaos Warriors with halberds. But I've got some archers with a handful of ammunition left. I really am just wanting to save that for things like the Trolls and the Chosen with their great weapons. So the Trolls have emerged there, so I'm trying to just unleash what little I have left upon them. Over here, some of these warriors have come back from routing. I just don't have the ability to chase them down and chase them all the way off the field after they rout, so it's a bit of an issue. I've got to just hurt them as much as I can. My archers there, again, just trying to help out, but those Chaos Trolls, we're not really trying to do enough damage to them. We're trying to just break them, which luckily works. Just after they've broken the Lothern Sea Guard. These archers were good enough to sort of beat back that Chaos Knight force, which is very nice to see. But I'm sure they will be back. These Silver Helms are pulling on around, trying to break this unit on the left here, free up my forces here, so they can start to fold around. Quite badly beaten. Oh damn, a few of them didn't really get involved in the charge. Ah damn, quite a few of them actually were left behind. But we do manage to break it, and that means we can start moving around. shoot these guys in the back and the side there. That was nice. Chaos Knights coming rushing out of the forest, catching some of my archers that I'd really let get too deep in there. I'd had these archers chasing off the Chosen, but with these knights and the trolls still lurking around, I didn't really want to risk them just getting picked off by themselves. So I pulled back the archers toward the main formation. What little of a formation really remains. These Chosen with their great weapons are stuck right into my formation now. With their great axes. I think I pulled, Alien? Yeah, he's, Alien, yeah. He's fallen back. But he has gotten his composure back, so he is going to just be staying out the rest of this fight. I don't really want to see him die at the hands of a Chosen great axe. So if he can just sort of observe the rest of this fight and just come in when he's needed, that could be useful. My Lothar Seaguard flanking around the back, lacking the ammunition to shoot these guys down. I just want to surround them. I want to hit them from all sides and hopefully break them, as tough as that really is for Chosen with their massive amount of leadership. He's down to 32 and so much of that has been damaged. Lothar Seaguard here out of ammunition, coming in to back up the archers against this trolls, fighting over the corpse of the dragon there. Still the Silver Helms, ride, trying to find a good target for them. I come into the back of these trolls, once again, not really intending to do damage, just there to provide a bit of a morale shot, which is enough to shatter. And that's great. That's all I need. These Chosen are broken now as well, so I grabbed everything I had and I wanted to just swallow them up. Of course, this isn't like the old games of, of Shogun and Empire and Napoleon, where all you really had to do was touch a routing unit and he would die or be captured. In Warhammer, they still do have health, they still have to be attacked as normal. So taking them down like this is going to take a very long time, and I don't really have that time, as they are still coming in with more reinforcements. These Chosen here with their great weapons, still 71 of them, still hurt, but still 71 as I say. Chaos Knights busting through my lines again. I think they're winning. Oh no, are they winning or losing decisively? Losing decisively, that's an amazing sign. But everything else is breaking. Is this going to be a mass rout? No. 18 months, quite long for a Warhammer battle, but yeah, there was a bit of skirmishing at the start, which is quite rare for me. Chasing them away now. Is this then broken? Yes, good. So that's then broken, but I grabbed the Silver Helms to try and chase them off the field. But I'm not really able to free up the Silver Helms properly. And I don't want the archers chasing them off the field, so I bring those archers back too. But out of everything, the only thing that's not currently broken and routing, I believe, is this unit of Chosen. So I start to spread out my men. If they're going to break off, they're going to break off. There's still 39 of them, but just let them run off. I'll try and have a unit chase them off the field. Everything else needs to spread out, because I need to entirely surround this, but I was far too late in trying to do that. So they catch my archers sleeping, and they're going to slice a few of them open without much issue at all, those poor guys. They don't have any sort of armour to speak of. I think about 15, 25 now, with some upgrades. But yeah, that armor piercing would slice through anything. So just swallowing them up, archers coming around the back, and yeah, still got a few of them chewing into this. Alien is trying to use a bit of his damage too. Coming around with my Lothar Seaguard there. These knights came back from routing, but they swallowed them. We managed to catch them with our Silver Helms. I didn't want them coming into the back of this formation, so I used the Silver Helms to lock them in place, while the Lothar Seaguard ran on forward to stab them. And that should be the last time they come back. I don't see them returning. And that's a break there, and that is then finished. Good. I think that's everything. Ooh, that was a wee bit dicey for a while, but yeah, that's one of them down, but at great cost. I really like this guy's helmets. Sorry, this dude's. You know, now that the general's done, I really just like that style. It looks so cool to me. Like the horns are all right, but it's just for some reason like the face covering there is really cool.
They must die.
So the issue now is, since this whole place is like infested, That should be him wiped out. I thought I caught him on the march. Oh, I guess I didn't.
Defender
Oh, he was
of the
raiding,
Phoenix
wasn't he? He
Throne.
wasn't on the march. Yeah, that's why he was winded and not tired. Crumbs. So the thing is, so that's all well and good, but
Your bidding.
I think I need to sprint away from here now, because I'm not. It's that or I run back to Oxel,
Order must be maintained.
which would be fine. But the thing is, if I have to face up against two armies, that's me dead.
Command me.
How far could he move? It's hard to say. I think he could definitely, like, if I was to
Guardian of the
switch to
Phoenix
March,
Crown.
I think he could definitely reach me there, even if he's got to go around Oxel. Wait,
Defender
or
of the
whatever I want to say.
Everqueen.
Maybe I should run this way and try to hide. Yeah, I don't know if that will
Marching out.
shield me. Like, say if I run in here. Surely not. Surely they won't spot me
I go.
here. I don't know. I don't think I can hide when I'm like marching like this. I think I'm stuffed. No matter what, they're gonna come and attack me, and then if it's
Defender
just
of the
him,
Phoenix Throne.
I think I'm okay. But if it's everybody, I'm stuffed.
Protector.
And I
of
don't get any
Avelorn.
replenishment, even though I'm inside my own territory. You know?
Direct me.
So that is going to be just flooding into Lustria. As for what to do with
Alariel the
us
Everqueen.
here, we need to heal. Like, we can't. And it takes us so long to recruit a dragon. We can't just be stationary for 6 turns. Even, yeah, any type of dragon is 6 turns. What we got in terms of renown, we get dragon princes or something else. But,
Alariel
yeah.
the Everqueen.
I feel we need to recruit something because we've got 2 extra spaces. We wanted dragons here, but that's not going to happen. So I'm going to be here for 2 turns. What can I sort of get global recruitment wise that would be nice? As I say, something to take out hell cannons is all I need. I don't really want to rely on bolt throwers to take out hell cannons. I want something to like tie them up. So is it going to have to be Illyrian Reavers? If it's got to be, then, you know, that's the only choice. But I could take the Fireborn Dragon Princes. They're anti-large. Oh, wow, the Fireborn are anti-large. I didn't know that. It's really cool. I might use them. And then they can do Vanguard deployment as well, but I don't want to deploy infantry behind enemy lines. Not how easily they could be squashed. I think we're going to have to get the Fireborn. And yeah. Ugh, damn, I want Sadrina to use the Fireborn. No, I've got to. Let's grab some, because the Silverhelms did an okay job there. And Illyrian Reavers, as much as I love Illyrian Reavers, I just don't think that they are packing the punch that I need. So we'll grab some Silverhelms, and then we'll grab the Fireborn, and that will have to be the case. And then we'll storm one in. And as I say, I'm fingers crossed. Clan Eshin just shows up and wrecks shop. That would really be amazing for us.
Protector of
Sadrina's
Avelorn.
coming on down here as, yeah, good. And then this is us ending our
Lord
turn
of the
now.
Phoenix Court.
Yeah, once again, Joseph Frillius. I really need to make a decision. As I say, I'm a bit of a completionist. I don't want to just give her 1 point in something. So I know it's how silly it is, but I'm probably just going to give her an Elven Steed. Just to ride around on when all this is over. She can use her nice fancy Elven Steed instead of the heavily armoured horseman. But okay, she's a recruiter now. That's kind of cool. Okay, speed this up. Alistair still floating about. Nagrith taking stuff up there. Yeah. Oh god, Lustria is going to be in such a mess once all this is over. I think that the main thing, because I've only ever really gone to this stage in a campaign once. It was in just a multiplayer campaign that I was doing with somebody, but yeah, we ended up we had to just kill off the commanders a few times. What do they want? Military alliance? Yes, sure. They're in a military alliance with everybody else. It's kind of no, because the whole issue is they want money for it. Well, they want to give me money for it. I probably am not going to do this. As I say, it's just because they are an imperial power. You know, that's all. We are definitely in a defensive alliance with them, but we just cannot take the burning off the Oak of Ages lightly. You know, we can't just be like, yeah, no, definitely. Even though it wasn't you personally that did it, it was your faction that allowed it to happen. Well, that caused it. Didn't just allow it to happen, it caused it. So yeah. Sorry about that, clear my throat. But yeah, it's been pretty... I was kind of worried about the whole, like, 3 times Chaos Invasion. Didn't really think it'd be much of a threat. But it really has turned out to be. And that's quite good. You know, I was trying to think up lots of ways of making it more difficult. And, but no, it definitely has been tricky. The old world is dealing with it a fair bit better, because the old world's kind of been quite well organized for a while. I think when it comes to like the north of the old world, the only real, unless, oh god, yeah, no, we can't. Yeah, just
A
have to
strong
battle
leader
this.
is needed.
We could kill off, killed off 280. That's probably about as good as we do. And to be honest, they'll get replenishment. So, I think on the whole aim was to secure Lustria, and at the end of this have Lustria be under the control of High Elves.
Prince of
But
Elves.
that's just not possible anymore. That's so clearly just not going to be possible for us. Just go
Garrisoning.
run down here, dude. Just run down here, get in,
Prince.
and we can't do any sort of replenishment because you're marching. But if they come back up and try and face off against
Alariel
Alariel,
the
we can do
Radiant.
this. But oh, what are you up to?
Ever vigilant.
He's coming on down here. Hey, if he wants to take the territory, good old Leonard Toddbringer there, then that's fine. You know, you can do that. But apart from that, yeah, Saffrey's is maybe organising themselves to come on down. That could be good. Lord
Can
has
I
not
offer
moved.
assistance?
Solkar, let's
Setting
get you back up
garrison.
to the Shrine of Cain. As I say, we're going to be moving about.
Lethal grace given for
Sadrina,
Lady of the Phoenix Court.
head on down. You don't actually have to get that far in. I probably moved way too... Okay, good, we're good.
In
We can do
defense
some
of
recruitment.
Ulthuan.
So, what do you want to do, Sadrina? I think I kind of would keep her little infantry line there. I really like to use that. It's quite beneficial for me. And I want to give her a dragon. Sadrina's getting a sun dragon. As I say, it's just her nature is much more bright and fiery, and matches in. Her personality blends with sun dragons a lot more. So let's do that. You've got, and I like Terraric next to a sun dragon. I think that'll be a cool image. But apart from that, I think she'll grab a Sister of Avelorn just to have like one Sister of Avelorn amongst her forces. But apart from, yeah, so what we got? 2 Ethelmar chariots, a Tyrannoc chariot, Silver Helm, a bunch of Valyrian Reavers. I think we want another Silver Helm. We did actually just talk about, that's going to be 3 turns. We might as well get a Dragon Prince. So we'll do that. Good stuff. So it'll be Dragon Prince, Silver Helm, lots of chariots. Yeah, Ethelmar chariots are kind of my charging boys now. So that's a-okay. As I say, I would have loved to have gotten her using them. Especially the Fireborn. But no,
Orders.
the Everqueen just needs them down there. And good. Solkar, happy enough. No upgrades. No upgrades for a while down in up in Avelorn. Alariel has been... Let's get Joseph Frillius off
Pride
a
of-
horse. As a whole, just get her dismounted.
A noble.
Werna. I think I want Werna dismounted too. To be honest, Werna could travel with the Silver Helms and just make sure the
A
job is done.
faithful-
Yeah, let's keep Werna on a horse for now. Do we have any? Oh, we do actually. Shoot. More weapon strength. I think we'll do that. We'll give her an ogre blade, talisman, loremaster cloak, melee defense, magic resistance. No, let's give that to somebody else maybe. Solkar, fencer's blade. I like the idea of that. Any special items? Potion of toughness. Don't potion of toughness, or do I want the terrifying mask? I think I want the terrifying mask. I like the idea of Solkar's standing right at the front lines and people are just legitimately scared of him. Mulgo, what does this give you? Charge bonus melee attack. Mulgo rises eagle, so I kind of want him with that charge bonus, just really coming in, blasting people apart. Vera, alright, okay, you've already got your kitted out with items. I think we're happy enough with what you've got, unless there's a cool talisman for you to use. No. Lore Master's Cloak. Yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of weird that somebody else is using Lore Master's Cloak and is not a mage. Leoquin. Let's grab... yeah, Leoquin's in surfing the front lines a lot too, so let's grab that for her. Potion of Toughness or the... Dragonhorn. Dragonhorn definitely for you. And... no, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, let's get you the Potion of Toughness. After that display, you did very well. Vanguard deployment. Shadow armor. Kind of more just for the sake of the armor. And I guess he is sort of fighting this guerrilla war. I really want to get him some shadow warriors.
Speak.
I'll talk about it in the when I do the battle, I'm sure. But like going through those forests, I was like, I really wish I could just like shoot and run back through here. That'd be really fun. Let's see how before we end our turn. Pretty fast little turn there. They did win at Volksgrad. Okay, so they broke them at Volksgrad. Prince Sigvald is it? Okay, all the well, like Prince Sigvald and Archaon. Archaon, let me click on you. There he is. Oh, he's a scary boy. I'll just pass over that if anybody wants to see it. Awesome. Riding this like nice little horsey. Cool. And then this is the big man, Prince Sigvald. Awesome. And then he's not riding anything. I don't know. I'm sure Sigvald can get a horse. By the way, so they took Volksgrad, and these armies look fine. Okay, so this is Alberic's here. He's got an okay looking army.
The nation
and Karl Franz is there, and Karl Franz is level 19. He'll be looking okay. He's got Galmraz sword out, so yeah.
The nation
I don't know. They've broken through the first line, and they're gonna flood into Norska. Are any of these missions actually something I want to do? Not really. No, we're good. Items are always fun, but not something I need. So we'll end our turn there. Oh, Carrion. Hey, sorry about this, Carrion. I was just thinking about Carrion as well, because I need to get him off his eagle and get him back on his chariot. But yeah, we will do that. And so Canada's kind of doing okay. It's weird. I keep calling it Canada. It's like Nagarond. But yeah, I don't know what the whole region is called though, because I know that like Nagarond is where the Dark Elves went, but what is that whole area called? I'm not sure. But yeah, the Northwest. Either way, because it's kind of good. Like the northern Chaos Invasion, most of it tends to go north, but there's always burping on mic again, goddamn. But there's always a chunk of it that comes down south to Ulthland. So I deal with the chunk that goes south, and the majority of it that goes north is kind of able to get picked away at by the defenders. Whereas the people in the south, I know some of it goes to the east, I've seen that, but the vast majority of it just floods right into Lustria. And the same with the old world, the primary Chaos Invasion just comes right down, it doesn't really get spread. So I always feel that this one in the north is not as terrifying. But yeah, that one in the south actually really surprised me. I didn't know that there was one in the south. I'd never really played a game in Lustria, so I was taken off. I was surprised. It kind of is throwing a spanner, because I wanted to do this kind of the similar thing here, but do it as oh gosh, what's her name? Sorry, Joan of Arc, but Réponse. Yeah, Réponse de Lyonnaise. I wanted to do it as her, and oh good, oh rights, of course. I've not been doing those, but
Light of Avelorn.
yeah, I've been wanting to do this sort of thing as her, but instead just basically have all of the humans instead of, for me, I've kind of been supporting the elves. I wanted to just support all of the humans and see what I could do with that. But the fact that I'm going to be getting attacked in the south is going to change that plan a bit. Let's see. Oh, crumbs. Oh, well, it's time to get aggressive either way. There's nobody around the Star Tower. Even if there is, get the Star Towers defended. Ah, dang, we can't just yet. Let's probably get some... anything that gives us a garrison, really. I don't think anything will, no, but we're only level 2 right now. Probably just grab that for the time being. But yeah, either way, Alariel's going to come on in here and start to spread south and smash these people. And hopefully save Alien. As much as I hate it, as I say, the plan has changed. We cannot defend the south. We just can't. We have to get out of here. So I think we are just basically saying that sucks, but you know, Lustria is done. So if you just run further west now, for the mine of the bearded skulls, yeah, and then we'll try to form a defense here. If they push this far west, we will, you know, we'll try and hold them, because if we don't, you know, it's running north, and we'll end up running into an army anyway. So it would be better for us to try and, you know, put our foot down. I like the Gotrek is just hanging out over here. What level is Gotrek now? Oh, Gotrek doesn't level up, that's the thing. And yeah, Gotrek just... that's what people really don't like about it. I've never used Gotrek myself. But either way, yep. Hopefully we'll do that. We'll grab this, give it back to Safria. And I still want to try and hold the Vampire Coast and the Volcanic Isles. Islands. Sorry. Brain dead.
Your instructions.
But no, that is the plan.
Your instructions.
Lots of high elves running up there, trying to set up some stuff. Elithanar himself. Oh yeah, I was gonna get there's a pictures mod that changes some of these. I don't like some of them. So it's just gonna make a few of them look a bit, in my mind, better. But I'll get that done at some point. Okay. What the heck happened here? No matter what, Prague is not gone. Oh, Volkmar's even up here. So we have a lot of legendary lords for the Empire rolling around up here.
King Lewin
And Lewin's kicking about up there too. He's got himself a pretty sturdy position. So it's not gonna be easy, you know, for the Chaos forces up there. Scale, they've taken some ground. Oh, Carrion again. Sorry, buddy. He is coming. He is making his way in. And yeah, he is making his way straight down to Sidrina. So that's all we need from him. Good old Kailas. Never seen this fellow before. But yeah. No, so that's the Chaos Invasion as a whole. As I say, it's been pretty spooky, and I could definitely form a better defense if I had taken over like the entirety of Ulthuan. But it is just a case of I can't really afford to have that many armies, you know. And of course, I like to make themed armies. I like, you know, that's much more fun for me to use armies that have a theme behind them, rather than just, you know, here's your lord and here's 19 Sisters of Avelorn. It's like, that's not, you know, I know that that's better, I know that's stronger, but like I don't want to do that. No, it's just it's the way I play Reforged too. I like to try and have some theme, some theory behind my army, and not just, if I'm doing a 1v1, of course that's different, but if I'm doing a more themed battle, then of course you build your army to have fun with it, rather than just, you know, have half of it be, you know, civilians just to suck up ammunition. But yeah, that's the way it goes. Top knots have been destroyed. I think they've been destroyed by the Norskins, actually, that have been roaming around down there. Ooh. Are they attacking me? That's not very smart. But okay, I'll battle this. Yeah. Ouch. Poor Silverhelms. But yeah, good. It was a good little scrap. Did they attack? That's strange that they attacked me. Oh well, it's good because I get a turn of replenishment just chilling out. Oh awesome, she got a trait too. Fearless. Oh wow, yeah. Charge bonus is great because she's on an eagle. Spinosotek dwarves got taken out. Wait, here I was thinking the top knots had been destroyed by the bloomin' invading Chaos forces. No, it's just the border prince. Why are there these cheeky little Eshin boys just lurking around everywhere. This is really concerning to me. I don't know, it's like they're, you know, they're just setting up here, there, and everywhere and preparing for something. Just as soon as Chaos is gone, they're just like, just mass assassinations. Oh well, good. So that's dandy.
Hi, priestess.
Now, so there's 2 armies there. We've healed up. And, yeah, well, we're getting stuck in, but I'm just trying to decide which army to attack, that's all. So many chariots. So many chariots, wow. At least my Fireborn might be able to do something about that. Oh, Aspiring Champions, fun. Okay, cool. We've not really fought them yet. The Everqueen's leveled up, so let's give her something. She's level 34 now, so we need to... She's got all of her spells. Every spell the Everqueen could have, she's got it. And then I've kind of... Yeah, the Everqueen's doing okay. Rally, I've got her that. There's nothing... Stand Your Ground is nice, but the Everqueen doesn't really fight amongst her forces. It's very much like she's flying about doing, casting a spell and flying somewhere else. I don't really know what I want to give her. See, I could move down that line and get, but I'm not going to be able to get all the way there. I know it's a bit silly, but I might just give her that extra 12% strength just to make the Everqueen a bit scarier in combat. Warna. Warna. I think I do want Warna to be fast. Like, as I say, Warna is all about just combat ability in the battle map.
Priestess of Isha.
So
The
yeah,
Everqueen.
if we mess up these 2, then yeah, okay. Lustria's not looking as scary as I originally thought it was. Let's get you over here though. We're still gonna fall back. We're not gonna be silly about this, especially now that the Spinosotek dwarves up here. So oh damn, they defeated Ghostreg and the boys. I'm surprised about that actually. That was a big army up there. It must have been like, because they would have built that army like in the start of the game and just like not improved upon it because they didn't have to. But yeah, how's she doing? Almost finished recruitment. Yeah, Carrion, if you just move here, and then I'm also going to get you back onto your chariot. Thank you. And you've got your eagle for if we ever want you to use that. Actually, crumbs. Oh, of course, because Carrion's jumping back on in here. That's unfortunate, but I'm going to have to get rid of these dragon princes. Unless I want to get rid of something else. I'm getting another unit of archers, so I'll probably just get rid of... Yeah, I'll just...
You may approach.
Have some of these archers disband.
I'm waiting.
And that'll be dandy. Because I'd like to get some dragon princes. I don't really care for them, but they're fun. It's nice to have some decent quality charging cavalry. And... Yep, stalled enough. Let's jump into this bad boy. Yeah, which one do we want to attack? Doesn't really matter. We'll attack them because these guys are going to be a bit slower because they're all tired coming into a help. And they're going to... Oh, wow. Okay, massacre. Let's do it.
We fight for the greater good.
Quick autosave. Just for the sake of the just for the sake of the handmaidens. To be honest, if I lose those silver helms, I'm not going to redo it. But most things I'll play the battle. Oh god, yeah. Let's just play that battle. That was about as good as it could be, in all honesty. But
loyalty
no,
is
I don't really
rewarded.
want to lose those guys. This has to be one of my favourite maps that I've been able to fight on so far. The only thing that is ruining it is that hill cannon. I really wish I could just sort of hold this position against a storm of charging Chaos Warriors. But still, I've formed up with the intention to do that. All my Sisters of Avelorn set up with Joseph Aurelius now dismounted, and Darrow in between the 2 lines. Up at the front, we've got our Treekin formed up nicely with our somewhat damaged Dryads in the forest for the time being. We're going to see how we can use them later. We have... Oh, that's kind of cute. I like that. Warren is right next to one of the silver helms who's sort of stepped back to have a little chat for a minute. That's cute. I like that. One of them just started getting caught up on our model, of course. But yeah, and the Fireborn there, who's hopefully going to be, dealing with a lot of chariots for us today. It's the first time of actually using these guys, so we'll see how that goes. Then Alariel herself, moving out here, popping in the Arcane Conduit just to rack up a bit of magic. I think I've already got like about 30 magic at this point, but I just want to buff that up to it. The reinforcements coming in, they're very tired, and they have to run on up that hill to join their allies. So my hope is that they're going to move up and leave behind their cannon. And Alariel, with maybe a bit of cav support or with a bit of Warna support, will be able to deal with that right off the bat. So she runs on forward and is going to pop. I see a good opportunity here. I see a nice mix of forces. So I decided to pop a quick banishment on this area. Just a standard one. I don't really buff it at all. I just I had to. It was a much closer range than I was hoping it would be, but still, we passed it on down and do a fair bit of damage to these people. I didn't really think that I'd done so much, but turns out, you know, Alariel racked up almost 100 kills with that. So I was pretty chuffed. You know, I was kicking myself. I was like, damn, I should have done that as a buffed one. But hey, is what it is. Main goal, of course, is to deal with that Hell Cannon. The other Hell Cannon's coming in for support, trying to strike down Alariel, but right on her. I really wish it sort of came in when she was doing her sort of attack animation as she was flying around. It's very tough to sort of hit that animation. But still, these reinforcements are coming in, so I pull out Alariel. I don't want her to get bogged down and definitely not injured or something silly like that. I don't think Alariel, unless I'm wrong, I don't think Alariel has been wounded throughout this entire campaign, so I don't want to start now. But Werna's here. She's got her good bow, so she's going to be able to unleash a bit of firepower on these guys. Wow, 811 weapon damage. I love the amount of damage Werna can do. It's so cool. Like, yeah. So cool. Anyway, yeah, she's almost 500, so every strike from Warna is double that. Oh. Anyway, Chaos Chariots kind of chasing us away. I felt comfortable in killing these chariots, but as I say, I was here to deal with the cannon, but they've left that cannon, as they sometimes do. So I threw out another banishment. Actually, that was still just a basic banishment, but and it didn't really rack up as many kills that time. So, but anyway. They managed to leave behind this cannon, so I just sent Alariel flying straight on forward. She might take a bit of fire from that cannon. Oh, okay, luckily missed her. And everything else is going to move back toward the main lines, because I felt that they were going to be charging me now. Now that they're usually, when they lose their artillery advantage, they kind of want to come forward at you, because they realize they can no longer really play defensive. Werna's firing off a few pot shots into these pursuing Chaos Chariots. I would love to sort of engage in a bit of a conflict there, but with the trolls and the Chaos Spawn charging in from behind, I don't really want to do that. So we're going to move on back. Treekin forming up in this forest, trying to hold back anything that is going to try and run through and flank us around. Having to, what do we call it? It's not wheeling around, but we'll just sort of shift the line. I used to do a lot of course, what was that game called? Mountain Musket, so we had to give a lot of these commands left and right, but I can't quite remember what they are nowadays. Sort of turning all of my archers around anyway to face this new threat. They're not really coming straight up this hill, they're coming in from the side. But still, we're unleashing a lot of fire on them, and that is going to be killing off these poor Chaos Spawn and chariots. Ricky tech. Even the trolls dying off real fast from that. But I left the Fireborn and the Silver Helms out a little bit, so I'm trying to get them back on. Joseph Filius popped her Dragon Horn, so we're going to be doing a bit more damage from the Sisters of Avelorn that are around her, the Keepers of the Horn there, and the Everqueen Courtguard too. So these Treekin waiting to ambush some of these chariots as they run on through the forest. We've got a bit of a clash there, and the line is just not long enough. I just don't have enough Treekin really. I probably should have spread them out a bit, had a bit of gap between the lines in order to cover some more, because these chariots are just able to get around my flank. And in addition to that, these Chaos Spawn, but these Chaos Spawn are not too much of an issue. How much armor do Chaos Spawn have? Very little. So yeah, we'll be smashing through that. The Fireborn, I'm kind of wanting to see them go toe-to-toe with some chariots, but I'm not going to chase them off into the middle of nowhere for it. These Chaos Chariots, of course, hiding from me right now, really taking a long flank around my back. Try and just unload, preferably on the halberds. The halberds are our main real threat here, because our treekin can get chopped up to pieces by those heavy halberds. Nice armor-piercing strikes from the Chaos Warriors. But the giants as well, definitely a desirable target. Right now, these girls are just going with the Chosen, which is a bit of a mistake for me. Over on the side there, these treekin having a bit of trouble up against those trolls, but holding. Over here though, yeah, everybody's doing not too bad for the time being, but once those halberds really get settled, they'll be doing quite a lot of damage to us. More Chaos Warriors coming on back now, but that's all the reserves thrown in. Alariel is rushing on forward. I want her spells to get used. I want her to be getting used. I could come in for a strike against that Lord of Death, but I just don't really want to be having her off the front line. So pop an upgraded Earthblood there and a Phas protection just to get some resilience in that line. That really buffs up the treekin's armor. 40, quite nice for a treekin. Having to use the Sisters of Avelorn in melee, being as experienced as they are, they can kind of do that. These trolls are not really a fun opponent for them to deal with, but they can hold for a while as the Fireborn just throw away those chariots with ease. I was really impressed by that. Of course, they were supported a bit by a few dryads, but it was mainly them. A lot of fire coming in through these trees. The trees not really taking up too much of my fire, which is great, but the occasional shot, as you see, bouncing off. But most of them getting them through. These Silver Helms just having to tie up a unit of chariots. Not really too worried about the damage that they're going to be putting out, but just keep them in place for a while. Keep our front line holding. The Star of Avelorn, I think was that the Star of Avelorn? Yeah, Star of Avelorn getting popped down there to heal up some of my boys. These treekin here kind of struggling. But this bulge here, I'm firing into it as much as I can with the Sisters of Avelorn, and I'm tying up these chariots. But I definitely want to get I want to see the Fireborn charging into the side of this. So when that's done, I come in for a charge into the side there. Aspiring champions going toe to toe with some treekin, which is quite nice to see. Very sort of beefy, large champions of chaos, or aspiring champions of chaos, getting cracked open by a few massive trees. Good, that's them broken. I kind of just want to see this charge. Come on, boys. They're coming in soon, I'm sure. But yeah, those Chaos Warriors really not, some of these Sisters of Avelorn just sort of getting thrown into the front line alongside the Dryads. Just to hold that right flank. Dryads will be able to do some damage there, even though they are a bit... They're not so great up against armor, of course. Fireborn charge arriving. Knocking some of these guys around. Having a good sort of push there, but I really wanted to make that a bit more explosive. And I definitely hurt them, and I definitely tipped the scales that were already in my favour, even sort of moreover. Sister of Avelorn here. Since the Fireborn were off there doing that, I knew that I'd have to get somebody focusing on this side. So that's their duty for now. Darrow having very little trouble, just smashing giants around. I wonder how many Chaos Giants Darrow's killed this campaign. He must be into the double figures by now, I'm sure. Ouch. Yeah, these Dryads here getting very badly injured by this, by what little remains of that Chaos Giant. And it looks like we're about to get a mass rout. These Silver Helms, unsupported in that forest, I was really impressed with them just keeping those chariots in place and allowing me to focus elsewhere with my fire. So that was a mass rout across all their forces, and I was waiting and wondering, okay, what now? What's going on? And I was like, the only locked morale units I could think of would be a Chaos spawn, and I had a look and there were no Chaos spawns, but then I had to check on the mini-map, and some of these cheeky little dwarves have gone to reman this cannon of theirs. How many are there left there? Oh, I can't tell. Yeah, you can't see. So there's 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still 5 Chaos Dwarves just stepping on forward. And now I didn't actually want them to get in range and start to unleash fire into my kind of bloodied and bruised lines. So wherever Alariel may be, there she is, good. She comes running on forward. Of course they send out a shot toward Alariel because she is the closest. And I think, that misses. Fantastic. Alariel was just chomping away at that Chaos Sorcerer. But of course, one of these armies was caught on force march, so a lot of them are just going to be getting wiped out. Fireborn there at 57, but that's going to change in a minute. Oh wait, went over their heads, so that's very good to see. Alariel should be arriving soon. They might get one more shot off before that. Yeah, they do, damn it. Following this shot on over. Yeah, right on him. That's quite a few of my poor Fireborn taken down. But moving on back, just chomping away at the Hell Cannon crew, trying to break them. I think I popped down a little Star of Avelorn for Alariel in a moment too. Yeah, there it goes. Just get her a bit healed up after all the dwarves she's been killing. But no, I really enjoyed that little one. I love these. One of my favourite maps, I think. This and the map for the Star Tower are probably my favourite. Yeah, just two opposing hilltops like this, sort of looking at each other. Be nice to just get some long range artillery and just blast at each other for a while. You know, get the Empire versus the Dwarves or something like that. Just have great cannons striking the Dwarven cannons for a while. But yeah, thank you. Ooh, I really, really like the Fireborn. I don't know why I never paid attention to these guys before. Like, the one thing that I always thought was like missing, for my playstyle, missing from the High Elves is an anti-large cavalry. So some cavalry that I can just use to latch on to other cavalry and chariots and such. And yeah, they've been there all along, and I've just not paid attention to them. So that's awesome. But
Alariel the Everqueen.
Yeah, cool. So this should be this army wiped. Good. That's them taken out. These guys are absolutely mangled. I want to go and rip that army in peace now. Yeah, I think I probably will. Oh gosh, these scoundrels. We're not actually at war with them, are we? No, but we will declare, like, for narrative sense, we will declare war on them, like, if they get close to us. Hopefully they're just for some reason at war with Chaos. No, they're not. I knew they wouldn't be, but, you know. A man can dream. Are they at war with anyone? No, they're just chill. They're just wild boys. Just wild red boys. Okay, cool. Good on them. But yeah.
Everqueen.
I'm probably just going to play this one, but I will... I don't want to... I'm just going to do it normally, just because I don't want to risk losing the Dryads. But I will not include this one, just for the sake of... It will just be me forming up and shooting at them. Good. Yeah, no, there was no point in me really going through that. Just start blasting them. I had a look at the... Where are they? The Aspiring Champions models. I hadn't really gandered over them for a while. They're pretty cool. So that is them blasted
Alariel
there.
the Everqueen.
Can I force march my way down?
Onward.
No, I can't do that.
Change
just
is
stay in your standard movement and just
Send
make your way down
maidens.
there. We'll do that next turn. Grab the Warden's Mire back and give that back to Safri, or maybe just sit inside it for a bit to get us some replenishment, or maybe even Safri will do it. They might run on down and grab it for us. That could be nice. But anyway, that's what we'll call it for today. It was a lot of running away, but it's not actually as crazy as I thought. Now, every time I can get... Alariel's kind of been grounded for a while, but every time I get... Oh, the Vortex Wing. Oh, right, okay, yes, that's fine. Oh dear, that's not fun to see. Yeah, okay, that's just sort of a lot more corruption spreading about. But we will hopefully be okay. Especially here in the center. Oh dear. Aye. Oh well.
Protector of all
yeah, and that's with Caladriel hanging around. Anyway, we will have a quick gander over here too, just before we call it. Ah, damn. Don't know where they are. It's...
Ever vigilant.
Oh dear. It looks like...
Okay.
The big man himself, Karl Franz, was bested there. Yeah, this is like the site of a great battle, I think. Yeah, I don't think we can see what great battle it was, but no. Oh, yep. Oh, 6,000, almost 7,000 casualties is quite a... Wow! There's loads of battles here. Almost 4,000. 4,000. Almost 5,000. and about 2,500 cheaper sake. Prague still stands, and then they've got all of northern Oblast and then Erengrad. They've got ground to take. The Empire has time, and I don't think they've come up against the might of the dwarves yet. But that's a good initial push for Chaos. Oh, Luon. Oh, wow. Okay. So Luon's taken to the sea, escaped out that way. There's no point in Luon just dying there. In a 3-on-1. Krakadrak is going to be next. So, okay, cool. Interesting. Let's do some leveling up. Werna, probably some more speed. Very nice. Oh, somebody else. Alariel herself. Oh, God. I'll do some thinking as to what line I want Alariel to go down, so I won't do that just yet. But, yeah, thank you guys very much.